You are welcome to Jerry Royal Channel. Queen Elizabeth was only in her 20s whilst she started reigning the United Kingdom, pretty a good deal more youthful than her son, King Charles, the new monarch, who turned 74 recently, is the fifth oldest to take the throne since 1603. Aside from growing 1 year older, the subsequent year, and his first complete year on the throne will present demanding situations for the brand new king. If he can conquer them, he's going to possibly win the love of the public. The Telegraph reveals the top 3 demanding situations King Charles ought to face after his 74th birthday. He must remain politically neutral, say experts. One of the largest demanding situations King Charles must cope with is warding off any topics that might be perceived as political. One of the largest royal policies is to keep away from taking a stance on any political topics or taking facets with a party, including the subject of climate change. They point out that is why Prime Minister Liz Truss suggested him not to attend the COP27 summit in Egypt. He additionally wishes to live out of intense debate. In the year ahead there will be in addition excessive debate on those issues, as uncertainty about electricity supplies continues due to the imposition of sanctions on Russia, and tempers become more heated at home due to what climate activists consider the government's gradual development on environmental policy. They point out he needs to be publicly silent, warn experts, while he is probably privately dedicated to certain issues. It is more vital than ever for him to be publicly silent. We must do matters in a different way now. The protocols have changed, a person near him said. Instead, he must focus on meeting with the people of his monarchy and traveling to all regions of the area to bond with them. He will need to perfectly balance tradition with progression, say experts. Another venture he ought to face is the imminent coronation on May 6. How he approaches the coronation will replicate on his overall technique to the monarchy and the way things have advanced since the time his mom took over. He has to flawlessly balance tradition with progressiveness, which is one of the motives he's choosing a smaller, less formal affair than coronations past. The Telegraph points out that he wishes to make the rite applicable to all his topics at the same time, as still acknowledging the preference for tradition felt by the great majority of them, and his personal position as Supreme Governor of the Church of England, in which respect he is defender of the faith. He and his advisors can have stated some raised eyebrows, whilst it was suggested, straight away after the late Queen's death, that there is probably a few radical adjustments to the occasion. Doubtless it is going to be exceptional from 1953, however there may be sufficient continuity to meet the ones who have watched the recording of that occasion and who may be awaiting some things similar. He must also deal with Prince Harry, say experts. Then, there may be the elephant in the room. His son, Prince Harry's tell-all spare. The book is slated to hit cabinets in January, and no one is aware of precisely what's in the pages. From afar, the king ought to manage his more youthful son. Courtiers feel he might welcome him, and the Duchess, again to these shores to stay permanently, except the book is certainly deeply damaging, wherein case bridges might also additionally eventually had been burned. They are much less satisfied that the Prince of Wales might be given a reconciliation, and this may pose some other trouble for the king. The Telegraph points out, the second when he comes at last to examine his more youthful son's book, is possibly to be by far the most challenging of the year ahead. His response to it will demonstrate not just how good a father, however how exact a king, our new monarch is. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for latest updates on the British royal family.